Hello, everyone. So let's set up the chi field. Follow me, please. Close the eyes gently. Face with a smile. Abdomen is relaxed. Whole body is relaxed. Think of blue sky. Think of our chi field. Think of body inside. Think of blue sky. Think of our chi field. All the participants are creating the chi field together. Think of our body inside. Think of blue sky. Think of our chi field. Think of body inside. Think of lower dantian. Place hands on lower abdomen. Nourish qi. Bring the hands on the sides, open the eyes slowly. So today I'm going to introduce about 3 programs. And one is a method about which called Jian He Gong. So what does it mean, Jian He Gong? Gong means method. Jian means well, your organs or meridians qi flow correctly. For example, the 3, 4 yang meridians, the bladder meridians, gallbladder meridians, and stomach meridians flow when correctly, correct direction. And the three yin meridian, four yin meridians flow correctly. They start from the feet and then cross the legs inside and to the chest. If they follow the correct the direction, so this situation we call it Jian. Jian means healthy. The body is healthy. So we through practice massage some points, work to the meridians to force those meridians flow correctly. And so to heal ourselves. So we call this as a Jian. He means so during the qi flow down, flow up. So our physical body, the internal qi with external qi are exchanging naturally. So I think you guys learn about about Zhenan Qigong, open, close. Zhenan Qigong emphasizes about open, close, the first level. But during the internal qi, the meridians qi flow down, flow up correctly. So the internal qi with external qi change naturally. You don't need to force it, but it happens. So this state we called He. He means harmonize. So the internal qi with external qi are harmonized. They like each other. Yeah, this is the meaning for Jian He Gong. Yeah. And this is a level 1 actually. And because it focuses on something basic, folks to deal with some problem, physical problems. So those problems are not so severely or not caused by the mental, by the problem in nature. Just during we get older, so physical bodies get some issues, and some organs are not functioning well. So we through practice this method, so we can help ourselves, yeah, turn to be healthy. And it's simple, and there's no and easy to do, because it massage some points and use gua sha board to work to the meridians. And you don't need so concentration. A lot of people are struggling while they are doing Qigong. Sometimes they lost concentration, and there is a battle between concentration or lost concentration. They are struggling. But while doing this method, you don't need to so concentrate. So you just, yeah, where you are working out, you focus on there. and there is no specific imagination. Yeah, that's it. And Jian He Gong includes almost all the organs. Yeah, from the head to the neck, the lungs, the livers, the heart, the legs. Yeah, almost cover all the physical body. So, and then after you learn, you can practice the entire method, or you can take a few parts to combine them together as a group to help yourself. For example, if you have a stomach problem, so you can work to 中府云门 points. They belong to the lungs, and also you work to the tendon point, and you work to Qi point. So combine with several points, and then help you get rid of the stomach problem. And yeah, that's so how to use it. So I just give you an example. For example, if you have liver or gallbladder condition, you can just take the part of this. Yeah. Qi point here is on the ribs. And if someone has liver or gallbladder condition, so here react strongly, tingling or the feeling like uncomfortable or numbness or just something unusual. So because something, this point, the point is blocked. So we work to this, to Qi point, by massage Qi point to this person, the Qi stagnation, and then the meridians of the liver opening again, and then the problem solved. So this is just an example. And another example, like the part we learn and the gua sha, we use gua sha ball to work to the legs. If someone who has a symptom like swollen leg, so some ladies have this conditions. Yeah, by using the gua sha ball to work to the 3-4 yin meridians, the kidneys meridian, the liver meridian, and then the pancreas meridian. So work to these 3 yin meridians, and then Qi flows. And then the water will transform from your kidneys, from your urine system, goes out, and the swollen legs back to normal. Yeah, this is just the example. So I put many structures in this form, Jian He Gong. And I also put at the beginning we work to release some energy from the head. That's because the head is a place for 6 yang meridians, the 3 hands yang meridians from the finger goes up to the head, and 3 foot yang meridians begin from the head and down to the feet. So we release some energy because the yang energy sometimes it's easy to stack in the head. So we release them and then bring them down. So to release the problem in the head, for example, headache. Yeah, like that. So some people, for example, a person who has stomach problem. So just work to here, release energy from this area, and then after a while, then pulling the energy downward, then your stomach feels happy, feels relaxed, and from the feeling like contract and to be relaxed. So we can try a little bit. Yeah. Place hands to above the head like this. Yeah. And then close your eyes. Hands are circling in clockwise. The mind is circling inside of the head. The mind is circling in the brain. And then pulling the energy down, passing through your face. So now you can feel your stomach So the stomach is happier now, is more relaxed. So we pulled in the qi down from the head. So the stomach meridians is being correct flow. Place hands on lower abdomen. Separate the hands, open the eyes. So the head should be like the sky. And if we have some qi stagnation, it's like it's a day, cloudy day. Yeah. The qi is stuck in the brain. So that can cause a lot of problems. For example, headache or some severe problem like brain stroke or brain bleeding. So recently, Chinese are suffering from the COVID, Omicron, and I heard a friend's father. So after already his father already tested negative for COVID, but he certainly got brain bleeding. So what was that? What was the cause? That because his father has been fever. His father got a fever, very high fever. It's like went up to 40 degrees. So when the people got a fever, so usually it is related with stomach qi or gallbladder qi or bladder qi. So his father, the fever is related with stomach qi. Although his father tested for COVID is negative, but it doesn't mean his father is recovered. So that's why his father got the brain bleeding. So this example tells people this is the Qigong treat people like an entirety. We treat our physical body. We don't like the Qigong way doesn't like Western medicine. Western medicine, a pill, give you a pill just to your stomach itself. But the Qigong, we have to see larger picture of this disease where it is related with, and that's the difference between TCM, Qigong, and the Western medicine. So we focus on the relation of the disease. Okay, so the gua sha board, yeah, we can use the gua sha board, or if you don't have the jade, so you can use something like wooden board to work to your legs. If you don't practice the entire method, so you can work only to your the stomach and the pancreas area like this, for example. Yeah. So you can scrub, I'm scrubbing the area of stomach. So this area belongs to the stomach. So when scrubbing this area, which means I'm working to my stomach. So it helps my stomach qi flow downwards. Like this. And the pancreas meridian is the inside of the leg, this part. So follow the correct direction from the feet goes up. Yeah, like this. So if you don't have the support right now, you can use just your hands, hold the hands like this, to scrubbing the inside of your calves like this. Have your pancreas qi flow. So this is just part of it. It's simple, but it's useful. It's very useful. Yeah, some Chinese people they use this every day to keep themselves be healthy. They don't do a lot of stuff, but every day they do this because it works to the meridians. So before I showed you this, is work to the points of the meridians. Gua sha boards work to the meridians of the organs. So we work to the points of the meridians, and we work to the meridians of the organs, which also means we work to the organs themselves. Yeah. Okay, this is about Jian He Gong. Yeah, that's a basic practice, and it emphasizes about the qi flow downwards and upwards, because we believe in we focus on the qi flow downwards or upwards, and we didn't the open and close follows. Well, the qi flow downwards and upwards well. So the internal qi and the external qi exchange naturally. So it makes the Qigong practice easier. Okay, so this is one program. Another program is training the program in the nature. So this is about to dealing with some emotions, to dealing with the relationship between people. For example, between your family members, and sometimes you work outside in a company, so some people are not too easygoing. So a lot of or some people, so when you stay with them together, you are very emotional. So the program of the nature is something behind your emotion. And we know emotion when we are angry or we are irritating, so can affect our organs, so influence our physical body. But how can we handle our emotion? How can we deal with the people around you and less damage? So this is not something so easy. And I know a lot of people, they got sick that because of this. For example, a girl got a headache, a severe headache. The headache, her headache is about caused by the bad relationship with her father. She against her father a lot. They are fighting. They've been fighting for years. So very bad emotion relationship. So I think in the Western world, you think everybody is individual, independent. You are alone. But actually, between the family members, the qi flow still there. And when a person like this girl against her father a lot, then she got a headache. Because the head is a part, the head is here, but her father is like the head. So against, so they makes trouble. And if the father or mother doesn't take care of the children well, so usually the father or the mother will get the problem in the legs. So this is something, there are some relationship. If the father or mother doesn't take care of the children well, so they are easy to get the legs conditions. So this is another level. But this program, the nature talks about the chi flow between the people, between family members, between you and the people surrounding you. And when you stay with people, so don't so emotional. So how? The emotion, since we were born, we have it. We inherit it from the parents or from many generations. So how can we handle our emotion? For example, some people, they are easy to get angry, or they're easy to resenting the others. They don't know why. That's because they inherit some character from the parents. If you check their parents, the parents have that character. So, but we want to get more free. We don't want to get sick. So how can we further ourselves? How can we improve ourselves? Okay, so the first we have to know, for example, I have to know my program and nature. If I'm stubborn, if I'm a person stubborn, it's not easy to, something to flex, hold. The personality is stubborn. So which means I'm being fond of the yin water character. So the yin water character is something like don't flow. The water should be flow. You can put the water in any forms. You can put the water into a cup. The cup may be like this way, or triangle, or a ball. You can put the water in any form of stuff. But the stubborn, if I'm stubborn, it's like I only suit one form. So if I'm stubborn, my kidneys qi are not flowing well. So easy to get kidneys problem. So I have to realize, I have this nature, this kind of nature. And then this is not so good for my kidneys, so I have to change myself from the yin nature of water and to yang nature of water. So yang water is flow, always flexible. Yeah, it's so the kidney will be healthy. If you check the people around you, if someone who is the personality is stubborn, so probably this person has no good function in the kidneys. Or someone who has kidneys conditions. So this person is easier, the personality is stubborn. You check, you will get this answer. So I know my personality is stubborn. So I'm calling the yang nature of the kidneys is suit every form. And from the yin side turn to the yang side, then I will get free. Yeah, so my kidneys will be healthy. So this is about the programmed nature. If someone who is being fond of resentment, so it could lead to the person has stomach problems. So if we check ourselves, everybody check yourself, you are being found maybe irritation or anger or arguing or stubborn or resentment. So it's difficult to find a person without this nature. Just some people are more clear than the other. Maybe someone who hating their personality. So this is something deeper causation for our health, because they are the key behind your emotion. Yeah. Okay, this is about the program, the nature, and if you practice Qigong for many years, you would realize this is more difficult to practice. We practice Qi, we massage point, we work to the meridians are very easy because it's something, something easier to do. But when we training the program, the nature, it's like we are reborn. We kick out some negative side from the something we inherit from the parents. And a lot of people often say this. For example, they hate some character from the father. And when they grew up older, they found they became the same person like their fathers, right? And in the Eastern world, we often see this. I don't know in the Western world if you see this. So for example, I hate my father's some behavior, some personality when I was young, when I was teenager. But when I'm already 50 years old, I found I'm similar with my father. I didn't transform some character, from my father. So the training, the program, the nature is like we are going to reborn again. And this is something important. And in the last year, I heard few Qigong Chinese Qigong teachers that they were my co-worker, and they have some special abilities, but they work only in the level of qi or meridians. They have never learned about how to train their program nature. So one of them was very successful in Qigong. He has a very big center in Hong Kong and thousands followers. But he got liver cancer 2 years ago, and he died last year. That because he often angry. So what happened to him? For example, if the others see something not so nice to him, he fight back immediately. He's the person like that. He has some special ability. He's able to see the others. He's much smarter than a machine in the hospital, MRI or X-ray. He tests the person just 1 second. He knows what's going on with your organ, where the problem is. His ability like this. That's why he attracts so many followers. And he also healed many people. But why he got sick? So because he didn't do the work to transforming his program in nature. I know his father. His father is the similar person like him, and his father died when his father was about 55 years old. And my coworker who died is about 48 years old, much younger than me. He's a billionaire. He has many property in the world, but he died. So what was because he didn't realize that he needed to transform his program in nature. So actually, when you really further your study of Qigong, you will realize this is very important part of Qigong teaching. Okay, now we are going to the third program. It's about self-awareness. Self-awareness has several meanings. So one of it is through self-awareness, we get to know we are much bigger than your physical body really is. So the people only believe in what they have seen. For example, I see Matthias is sitting in front of me. His physical body is there, and only she's 170 cm tall, and I saw her there. But actually, when I'm into a state, I could feel her energy is spreading to the entire planet. And her unity is full of the planet. So that is her. She's not only here. She's she feels the planet. So everywhere is her. So this tells people everybody is much bigger than your physical body really is. So through this, we know, so everybody, we in the world, we influence each other, we are one. So when you hate the others, the energy goes back to yourself. And that's one meaning of self-awareness. And another thing is through self-awareness, we are able to transform the state, our state. So the most of the time we are being in a state of thinking. But through self-awareness, we are more easier to into a state of being. So I didn't mean that the state of thinking is something negative. I didn't mean that, but we have to improve the state of being, because state of being is healing. The state of thinking or we rely on the state of thinking. We study something, we learn something, we make a plans for the holidays, where to go, which hotel you are choosing. But the state of thinking also makes trouble to ourselves. Like we are difficult to free from the past life, because you rely on what you experienced in the past. So you rely on these knowledges, this experience to keep yourself alive. But some negative experience always impact you. And some people cannot get rid of it. They stay in the past. For example, if a person experienced a terrible marriage and finally got divorced, and this person had this bad experience, and then when he met another person, he's going to worry about, is she okay for me, or worry about, and a lot of fear if someone got hurt in the past life. so more easier to be worried about the future. So just cannot get rid of the past life or the future life. For the past is so attached in the past life. And for the future life, because a lot of things are unclear, unsure, so the people are worrying about the future. It's so difficult to stay in the present. So a lot of times stay in the past, a lot of times stay in the future, but no time for the present, for the moment. But when you are staying the moment, that's healing. And you get rid of worries, the fear, and at least at that moment, you are free. That's a state, that moment is heaven. You are living in heaven. But if you are worrying about a lot of things, you are fear of a lot of things, it's like you are living in hell. But if you are stay in the moment, you are staying in the moment, so everything become one. So the universe helps you when you are being in the state of being. The universal energy helps you. But if you are staying in a state of thinking, you are worrying about something, so the universal energy will not take care of you, because you are cutting the connection with universal energy. So this is why we have to improve ourselves from the state of thinking to transform to be a state of being. When you are being a state of being, you are one with universal energy. And the healing happens. The people are worrying too much. But the worrying doesn't make sense. For example, a lot of Chinese people are worrying about got COVID in the last 3 years. But since the policy changes on December, so in the last 3 weeks, 80 to 90% Chinese got COVID. So the worry didn't help you. The worry only caused trouble. And a lot of scientists or the doctor tells people, oh, what's going on? What's the next step for your condition? They tell you about this, but they don't tell you about many possibilities if you are being state of being, many possibilities come to you. Maybe you can heal yourself in a month or in weeks. But when the doctor tell you what's the next for your condition, so you started to worry about, oh, I'm getting worse. Then you are killing yourself. That's because the doctor follow their experience, but they know only a part of truth. They don't know the entirety. There are still many possibilities here. So when you are staying a state of being, which means you are opening for everything. I'll give you another example. So I have a client. She has many physical conditions. She's been asking me for healings in the last 3 years. Maybe 1 month for one healing. And she's a person not so easy with. She has Parkinson and many physical conditions. And she's when she asked for a healing, she has many before the healing, she has many wishes. She wants many miracle things happen to her. It's like that. So when the healing didn't like what she expected, so she's unhappy for the healing and like that. So, and finally, I found a way. I had a conversation with her. I taught her, so better to keep your mind open for any result of healing. So as a healer, every session, I do my best. But as a healing receiver, so you have to open for any result. You don't so touch for the result of healing. So after this discussion, and the healing goes very well. So it tells us, when you are staying the thinking mind, it's like the mind is holding something strongly, also cause a lot of troubles. But if you are open for any possibilities, being this moment, to give up some thinking mind, so a lot of things can be changed. So this is an example. So in this program, self-awareness, there are many things we need to do. Yeah, for example, we have to aware of which level we are living in. So we have 4 levels. So some people, they live only in the physical body level. For example, some people, they are addicted for alcohol, for the drugs, things like this. So they live in the physical body level because those drugs just please them for a while, and they so attract to this. They don't have another thing. And another level, higher level than physical body level is the level of the heart or the mind. The people want to get more, get more stuff, get more money, get more clothes, like that, ask for more to this level. And so we have to know what level we are. And when you meet a person, so you have to know the others, which level the other person is living in. When you get to know about this, so you are more free. You don't struggle with the other because you already know. And also you know yourself. For example, if I'm so addicted to alcohol, so I know I'm living in the very basic level, that's not good. So through the self-awareness practice, we get a lot of possibilities. We are opening for many things. We are not so narrow anymore. Yeah. So this is something about the self-awareness. Okay, so yeah, I have introduced these 3 programs. So these 3 programs, so suit to the difference your intentions. And so you can join one session, one program, or you can join 3 programs together. So each one is different and a different benefits. Okay, I'm done. Hope you guys get to know a little bit about these 3 programs. And yeah, that's it. Thank you everybody for joining this session. And thank you, Matilda and Wab, for organizing this session. And take care, everybody.